During today's video, I'm going to be snacking on these crickets. They happen to be sour cream and onion flavored because the options on Amazon were limited. And I wanted to talk about something really shocking that I read on the internet last week. They are putting bugs in our yogurt. Isn't that horrifying? So apparently, Yoplait has stopped using the really nasty artificial chemicals that they used to use to color their yogurt, and they've started using a more natural substance, which is derived from beetles, I think it is. It's called Carmine coloring. And after doing a little bit of research, I discovered that, in fact, this natural food coloring isn't really so natural. They actually use some pretty nasty chemicals to remove the red coloring from the bugs. But that's not what everyone was upset about. Everyone was upset that bugs are gross, and we should not be eating them because they're gross. Really? All of the real food that people think is gross, like fermented cod liver oil or liver, or some people even have trouble with chicken that still has the bones in it. And people who are concerned about healthy eating, instead of saying, go be adventurous, go try something new that might sound gross, are saying, don't eat gross food. That's weird. And I don't get it. I think food should involve a sense of adventure. And I mean, it's okay. It's really okay if you don't want to eat bugs because you think that's gross. I tried frog's legs one time and they tasted okay, but I could not get past the weird texture and the green veins and the shape. The breading was cut out in little frog toe shapes. And there was nothing wrong with them, but I'd really rather not eat them again. And it's okay to decide, no, I'd just rather not eat that. If you don't want to eat something because you don't like it, don't try to convince all your friends not to eat it either. Try to convince your friends to eat food that's good. Novel idea. So Yoplait, I am perfectly okay with eating bugs in my yogurt. I appreciate the fact that you are trying to take out the nasty chemicals. I don't think using the Carmine coloring worked as well as you thought it did to replace nasty chemicals, unless of course you're just trying to trick people into thinking you're using less chemicals than you actually are. So I would like to see some kind of statement on the process that's used to remove the red coloring from the bugs, or use something that just is completely natural, like beet juice. But I'm perfectly fine with putting bugs in the yogurt. You can do that all you want as long as there are no nasty chemicals that are being included in this process. And for the rest of you, you don't have to eat bugs. That's perfectly okay. But I would suggest try something new. Try a recipe you've never tried before, buy something at the grocery store that looks interesting but you're not quite sure how to use it, and then Google it when you get home. But don't be scared of something just because it's new or it might be gross or even because your friend said it was gross. And if you're wondering how the crickets taste, they have a really nice crunch. They're actually a little bit bland, so not much flavor, but they're pretty good.